Round of applause for the comedians today. So excited for you to flower me. At this, the early bird special of the New York City Fringe Fest, which is kind of exciting. Actually, when Nicole first told me about the time, I was just relieved that she didn't say 3:15 a.m. because comedy's a late night thing. It's true, and I do not stay up past midnight. It's not going to happen. No open mic for me. So, speaking of losing my virginity, I recently got married. My husband is right there in the crowd. When I first told him about this, he was very excited for me because it was just like episode 9, season 5 of Golden Girls. Where B. Arthur decides that she wants to become a stand-up comedian, quit her day job. First of all, that's just a bad stereotype, okay? And second of all, clearly I'm Betty White. Right?
Clearly.
It's funny when people don't know how to react to gay marriage. I actually had somebody say to me, well, as long as you two are happy, and like that, and it's kind of a creepy way to say congratulations, right? I kind of wanted to say, we're just happy to contribute to the gay agenda. Hail unicorn! I've also passed a big milestone this year. I've lived in New York City for 20 years. But I'm not originally from here. What's that they say? You can take the Jew out of the Midwest, but you can't take the Midwest out of the Jew. No, it's totally true. I'm the most neurotic, passive-aggressive, Jewish, gay, Midwestern New Yorker anywhere. And I'd just like to apologize in advance if I, offend anybody with these jokes. I still have a lot of Midwestern qualities. Like, for example, I won't send my food back if there's something wrong with it in a restaurant. There could be completely the wrong order, or there's shards of glass in it. I will not send it back. Midwestern people just don't send their food back. It's true. That scene in The Lost Boys where Michael is tricked into eating the Chinese noodles? He thinks the Chinese noodles are worms, and he starts freaking out. Well, if Michael were from the Midwest, he would have eaten the worms, just to be a polite vampire. You're eating worms, Michael. They're worms. that was my key for Sutherland. Thank you. Those folks that won't cross the street, that they're waiting for the walk sign, that actually wait for the walk sign, those assholes are from the Midwest. At least I don't do that. I've evolved since then. I do get very excited whenever I see a Taco Bell or a Dairy Queen. This is true. I'm really excited because we don't really have them here in Manhattan. We have Taco Hut and the DQ on 14th Street. Not exactly the same thing. I need a real, actual Taco Bell with a fake Spanish-style stucco exterior and a chihuahua in the window to take my order. I was actually at one a few weeks ago, and this is crazy. It's a true thing. They actually have an app that allows you to skip the line at Taco Bell. Can you believe that? How lazy do you have to be to have to skip the line at Taco Bell? This lazy. Yeah. Well, you laugh, but I just ordered 3 chalupas for later. From a chihuahua. So I'm a big movie fan. Anybody seen any good movies this summer? No. Right. It was a bad summer. I'm tired of all the remakes and reboots and sequels and prequels and all that stuff. You know what genre they need to bring back? The baby talking genre. Where the babies talk in the voices of celebrities. It's not like we don't have the technology, folks, to do that. I'm working on my own remake of Look Who's Talking. It's about a Jewish baby growing up in the Midwest with the voice of Seth Rogen. I call it, Dude, Where's My Foreskin? That's box office gold right there. I was trying to figure out some wit and wisdom to share with you tonight, and the one phrase that kept coming up is is actually from a poet who was a little bit of a virgin herself, who said, I made it through the wilderness somehow. I made it through. Which is really interesting because later in her career she also wrote Hanky Panky, Nothing Like a Good Spanky. That's where I'm going, folks. Thanks so much.